What's up, folks? Whew, man, it's been a long Saturday, but I don't want to tell you about Saturday. I don't want to tell you about what I did today. What I want to tell you about is the horror Marisol Rivera is free right now on Kindle, right? So I am not for giving away free stuff. Um, as far as books go, but I've been uh, listening to Gary Vee. Of course, I listen to him all the time, and he's talking about, he was even titled his book, but his philosophy is jab, 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 right hook. And I thought, you know, why not give it a shot again? I've done free promos for books before. Um, the thing is what I'm concerned about attracting is people who want free stuff and expect free stuff. So I avoided it. You want, even at 99 cents, which is super cheap, but you're still getting somebody who's willing to pay for your product. And then hopefully, in this case, if you like my writing, say you buy Marisol Rivera for 99 cents, it's linked to Los Chocolates, and maybe you'd buy Los Chocolates. You'd be more prone to buy the next book, right? That's the whole concept, the whole theory behind uh, um, selling a book, is you're attracting people who are used to paying for books. There's a lot of negative feedback, negative people, a lot of negative feedback, and a lot of negative information regarding giving away books for free. One of them is you attract people who want free shit all the time and who aren't willing to pay for stuff. It's the same thing in the service industry, where you discount your product and then people expect that discount. So basically, it's called setting the anchor. So if you set the anchor low, people are going to expect that from that point on. So the theory behind it is you should set the anchor high, and so that people will expect to pay that from this point forward. Let's take the example. Starbucks never has a sale on their coffee. They don't have sale. Their coffee is expensive. A lot of cafes, gourmet cafes or whatever you want to call them, their products are expensive. And you'd think that coffee, it used to cost a quarter, or used to cost 70 cents or 99 cents. Now you go someplace and coffee costs $3. But from the very beginning, Starbucks' products were and have been expensive, and they don't offer discounts. They don't go on sale for holidays. There's no Memorial Day sale for coffee. It's always the same price. And so people never expect to pay less. And again, if you don't know, Starbucks is a very successful company. That's just one example, but there's other examples. I even wrote an article about it. I think it was part of Take the Money Out. Take the money out of your decision-making process. Anyways, but jab, 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 right hook. Give, 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 ask is the process. So I don't have a lot to give when it comes to books. I've written 2 so far. I have more stories on the way. But Marisol Rivera is a 17,000 word book. It's technically it's 100 pages, but it's a really small format book. It's small. It took a lot, put a lot of heart and soul into writing it, and I think it deserves to be paid for. But I want to see what happens. Nobody's buying it, so what's the difference between nobody buying it and people downloading for free? The difference is that it's possible that more people may read it, more people may like it, and then be more prone to sign up for my email list, which I'm losing faith in. Sign up for my email list, or buying Los Chocolates so they can find out, hey, what's the deal with this dude Pierre? what's his story, which there's more of it in Los Chocolates, or they want to find the origin or the birth of Marisol, and that came from Los Chocolates. So, all that being said, it's Saturday right now. It went free yesterday. It's free today. I've been busy. I didn't have time to post a video yesterday about it, and it's going to continue to be free all day tomorrow. So if you get the opportunity, if you're watching this video on September 16th, Mexican Independence Day, if you're watching this video on September 16th, 2017, you got to move quick and get your free download of Marisol Rivera on Kindle. Go to Amazon, search the horror comma Marisol Rivera. You'll find it. You can search Los Chocolates. You'll find it, and I'll put a link below. The other thing is, at work, people just see me as this engineer, this maintenance man. I walk around, I'm kind of grumpy, walking around fixing things and putting out fires, and they don't expect the maintenance man to be an author, and they certainly don't expect the maintenance man to be an author of magical realism love stories. So every now and then when somebody starts, I get to know somebody, I'm like, oh, somebody asked me the other day, do you read? I'm like, not only do I read, I write. And I carry my bookmarks with me, and I gave her a bookmark. And this co-worker of mine bought both my books and said, tomorrow it's going to be free, one of them will be free, but she ended up buying them both. So she bought them both, and the next day she was like, I read your book. I'm like, what? She goes, yeah. I go, you bought it? She says, yeah, and I read it last night. She read Los Chocolates. A fast reader can get through it in one sitting. So she read Los Chocolates, and I says, what do you think? And usually I get like bright eyes, like wow, or people, their body language tells me what they think. And her body language told me what she think, and she didn't like it. And she said, I said, what, really? And she says, it was a little corny. And to be honest, she was concerned about my feelings, but I appreciate her honesty. And not only that, I do not take offense that she thought my story was corny. All that lets me know is that it's not her genre. It's not her, magical realism. It's a hard audience to track down. And everybody I say, oh, you're an author, what do you write? And I give them a bookmark and I say, I write magical realism. They don't even know what that is. And I give them examples of Gabriel Garcia Marquez or Isabel Allende or Laura Esquivel, and they don't know who those people are. Excuse me. The other thing is, what's real common is people say, oh, I read this, and they think Los Chocolates de Esperanza Diamante is like water for chocolate, which like water for chocolate is a big influence on me, on the story of connecting food to emotions, but obviously it's not the same thing. Laura Esquivel wrote that. I wrote Los Chocolates de Esperanza Diamante. So anyways, I was not offended. She felt bad. I'm like, no, I don't feel bad. I mean, it's okay that you didn't like it. It's okay that it's not your thing. It doesn't, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate, and I really do appreciate the negative feedback she gave me, because all I know is that it's not her genre, it's not her thing. And that would be the same thing if I wrote a book about, space, right? If I wrote a Star Wars type book, and you know how people are like anti-Star Wars or anti-science fiction, and it really turns them off, and they're like, ooh, gross. So it would be the same thing. And I appreciate her buying both of those books. Now it will be even stronger when it says also bought. Now I have one more reinforcement for also bought. Really cool. If you look at Marisol Rivera, underneath it say people who bought this also bought Los Chocolates. Just ate some barbecue, man. I'm sorry. And vice versa, right? If you look at Los Chocolates, it'll say people who bought this also bought Marisol Rivera, the horror Marisol Rivera. So, I don't know. I feel pretty good about it. I'm giving this launch a shot. I even ran a Facebook ad yesterday, so that means I'm even spending money. Not only giving away the book for free, but I'm spending money. It's just, I need to get exposure, right? I need to get exposure. I want more people to see it. I want people who are looking for movie scripts to see my book. I want people who are into this style, you know. Like Water for Chocolate was a book that was made into a movie. Love in a Time of Cholera was a book that was made into a movie. Chocolat was a magical realism story, even though it didn't take place in Latin America, had a lot of Latin American influence, including putting chili in the chocolate. That was, I forget her name. She was kind of mean to me on Twitter. Anyways, not Joanne Harris. She wasn't happy with my video review, and to be honest, I went and watched that video review I did of hers, and I talked mainly about my story more than I did hers. So what I ended up doing is not calling it a review. I just mentioned, like, I just said I just read Chocolat, which I loved it. I loved Chocolat. So there's, what is that? 3 magical realism stories that were turned into movies. I would like that to happen to mine someday. And so 3 out of the gazillion movies that have been made. So chances are pretty slim. That just means I have to make more and more people see it, and that's why I'm trying this whole free on Kindle thing. Give it away. Also, it'll help with reviews. If people who get it free leave a review, it'll show as a verified purchase. I did get my first review. Thank you, cousin. My cousin bought my book. One of the few people who bought it when it was 99 cents and read it and left me a review. So thank you, prima. I appreciate it. And that's it for now. I'm gonna go in. Sun is setting. This day is damn near over. I'm gonna go in the gym here and get on the cone pool, and that's it. I still have more to talk about, but maybe I should make a video tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Sunday. I'm not working. I'll make one tomorrow and upload it. Okay? All right. Ciao.